Alright, quick update on my current Path of Exile 2 Rise of the Abyss shenanigans. I'm on map tier 3 to 5, depending on character. I've got 2 characters going right now. I'll do just double check fire is. Yeah, we're good. So this is a level 74 Invoker Monk. Unusual pick for what I'm doing, which is Hollow Palm. But I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm min-maxing as I go. You know, dependent on currency. I'm currently trying to explore over here to maybe get a tower and fill a little bit more of this in, but I don't think there is a tower available. And I would do more of the tower stuff with my other character, which is just a regular run-of-the-mill Deadeye. I needed a character that I knew was just going to scale really well and be able to get me currency if this one didn't work out. But this one's starting to work out, so like it doesn't matter either way. We'll head to this tower and see what we can do. So this Hollow Palm Monk means no weapons, and our primary ability for doing damage is Wind Blast. And everything's stacked such that there is quite a lot of sort of added damage multipliers happening all at once. The sound effects are quite interesting because like 4 or 5 different things happen on like either 1 or 2 hits, which is I get a crit, I fully break their armor, I fully stun them, I daze them, and I blind them. All in one go, basically. Which is why most of them are exploding. So remember, this is a tier 3, so it's not like super juiced or anything. I'll get there, and honestly, the only thing preventing me from getting there right now is currency. So, see what's going on. So you'll see glowing charges around me. The glowing charges are caused by charge regulation or something like that. I'll go over skills in a minute. Charge regulation uses my active charges, which I wasn't doing anything with, to give me bonuses and benefits. The red ones boost my defenses by, I think, like 12% or something. Which in turn should boost my damage by about 12% in certain areas. White ones if I get, sorry, not white ones, blue ones if I get them. Not that like it really matters either way, they increase skill speed. I don't have a reliable way to generate frenzy charges yet, but I don't mind. Like, I just realized I had 2 power charges and they weren't doing anything. And that I had the spare spirit to sort of mix things around a bit and have this going. Just means I'm a bit more tanky when I've got charges up. I'm not sure if they stack, though. So when it comes to single target damage boost, I do have a couple of items that are quite good if needed for single targets, but I usually don't need them. They are useful for bugs, not bugs, bosses, sorry. If you see that, like, cracked look on an enemy, that means that their armor has usually broken. You can briefly see it on the health bars above the mobs, what's going on. The armor that looks partially broken, that's the broken armor one. The armor that looks fully broken, that's armor demolished. I'll show you how that works in a moment. The one that looks like stars and is like yellow or sort of orange, that is Daze. And the one that looks like stars and is like black or sort of dark green, that's blind. For spirit buffs, we have Ghost Dancer, Wind Dancer, and charge regulation, like I said, but also one I honestly haven't seen. Like, I haven't done much, like, exploration in the whole warrior circles. I believe you'd probably see this buff in the warrior circles. It's called attrition, and you won't actually see it in the top right. What you'll see is if a rare monster enters my presence circle, this yellow knife appears, and it will point at the, like, rarest, biggest monster that I'm fighting. And as I am, like, in their presence, it will slowly increase my damage up to an additional 54% damage, which is, like, insane. But it also increases culling strike threshold. There's the other dagger. I call it, like, the fuck you, because when people enter that, they don't usually leave it. They do if it's these Abyss guys, though, because, like, they just... I don't know about you, but, like, the Abyss guys just constantly drop stuff that, like, kills me on the floor. I'm not sure if it's chaos damage or, like, some other new type of damage that doesn't really have resistance tech on it, but, like, it just usually melts everything. Alright, we're a bit clearer now. Get out of there. Alright, that was single target. So what we do with single target is we stun them with Staggering Palm, and then instantly run over there and whack them with the Quarter Strike, which has more damage than the Wind Blast right now. But like I said, I've still been maxing things. Alright, we do have to be careful with Shroud Walker. Anything that sort of lowers our ability to hit them is kind of terrible. Also get some mana challenges, which I'm working on. Like, I might be able to gear out of them or adjust some stuff around. Like I said, this needs min-maxing. I also haven't done an anoint. My anoint's probably going to take like half an hour of looking at the passive screen to like work out what I should anoint. So I didn't want to do that yet. That was a little bit challenging. It's just because we got surrounded. As I've still got, like, effectively 25 skill points, I mean, I probably won't get most of the 90 levels, but, you know, I've got, like, 15, 20-ish skill points left. The rest of them will be fixing up the mana problem, and then probably crit chance. So the idea is that we want the first hit to always be a crit. And if I can get that going, then I might anoint. I think there's like a lucky when surrounded or something like that somewhere. And they're heavy stun, blinded, armor broken, dazed, and whatever that one is. I think that's flammability. Oh, speaking of flammability. Now they're on fire. Oh, they got me! That does sometimes still happen. I like die a lot on bosses when I'm recording, because I'm trying to like show beating them fast. It's like, this isn't like a fast build, this is a fun build. This is me figuring out what like there isn't a build on Max or GG for this right now. dropped a red, not a rare, and a unique. Let's see what that is. I can never remember, and like you can tell me in the comments, but I'm just gonna forget. Like if tier 2 is good, or like tier 8 is good, or like tier 6 is good. You know, like it is the same if we don't have any scrolls on me. That sucks. I must have accidentally stashed all my scrolls. You should only need like 1 or 2, and it's really only if there's a unique there, because I want to like look at it instantly. It's like, ooh, cool, and unique. Most gear I'm getting is not powerful enough. Actually, map's completed. Yeah, let's get out of it. Shame I hit the death on there. I need some omens, the like full life one. Alright, Dory. What did we get? We got gifts from above. Okay. Well, I actually ended up using that one. Yeah, definitely if the crit chance goes up, I'll use that one. Alright, then this has, like, this is white. So we keep white in what I call the thinking tab. Thinking tab is like, maybe I'll craft it, maybe I'll dump it later. I have some idea that it might be worth something. So here, this has 3 level 2 spell skills. It has a firebolt on it, and flammability magnitude. So I think it's probably going to be worth something. Oops. Looks like Exiled Exchange didn't. Oh well, this can just dump in the thinking tab. That is knocked, so we can just get rid of that. So I'll come over here, turn off the high recombinator. I hardly ever use you. I'm not really a big crafter, and so like when I unlocked it, it was just in the way. I need to move it there. Right now, like I would like do a full overhaul of the hideout, but Navali gets reset to that position every single time I come here, so it's not worth it. Anyway, let's take a look at what we've got going on here. So you'll see here that Quarterstaff Strike here has 19k as like a start. That's because it's got like plus 20. I don't entirely sure why it's got plus 20 and Windblast is plus 19. But like I said, min-maxing is something that needs to happen. 3 levels from global modifiers. 3 levels from global modifiers. Oh, it's because this is based on... Yeah, okay. I might need to swap some gems around as well, see if I can get... everything done. Like, why doesn't that have Brutality 3, for example? That has Brutality 3. What's Brutality 3, though? Do I have any 5s? Skills... Brutality 2, Brutality 3, 19.7. Oh, it's the hits with supported skills have a 20% chance to ignore an enemy physical damage reduction. Yes. Anyway, there we go. I need to figure out why this is, like, lower. See if there's anything else I can do to it. Oh, I might be able to rapid attacks 2. Let's do rapid attacks 2 on that one. Rapid attacks... I don't want rapid attacks 3. I'll show you why in a moment. So rapid attacks 2 gives a 25% increase attack speed. Rapid attack 3 gives 35 increase attack damage, but lowers the damage by 50%. So we want rapid attacks 2. I just go in. Where'd it go? I mean, like, I have enough. So whatever. There it is, rapid attacks 2. I don't know what happened to the other one. I don't really care. Alright, rapid attacks 2, swap it in. 20,000. Great, okay, yeah, that'll help next map. Oh, it went down there. Yeah, that doesn't need to be down there. I have to try something now, right? So I'm gonna do that to preserve these. What happens if I just copy these from down to here? 12k, thought so. See, it's the extra level there. I'm kind of not sure where that's coming from. Anyway, Wind Blast has on it Brutality 3, so it basically makes it do a lot of damage. Heft, which makes it do a lot of damage. I get like a 2k bonus just from Heft. Rapid Attacks 2, not 3. This one is required for the next one, so this does a armor break, and also a... Actually, I need to look at armor break... Well, it is armor break 3, never mind then. And then this one is the special one. It's the lineage one. Fully breaking armor with supported skills causes affected targets to permanently take 2% increased physical damage up to 20%. That gets in there, and then we've got like a bunch of stuff going on there. I would probably have to boost this higher with some like other gems, but these two as a combination, they just mean like stuff explodes. That one combined down here with some bolting impact stuff. The fishes have ignite on them, so we give them more ignite, and then we spread that ignite, and then we also do syzygy, which does, if I heavy stun using vaulting impact, and they get fully armor broken and stunned at the same time, like they're always fully armor broken, right? So if they're heavy stunned by vaulting impact, they get permanently intimidated. Does a 10% increased damage taken and 10% reduced damage dealt. So it's really cool there. You'll also see me use where are we? Tempest Spell when I remember it. I need to like min-max it a little bit more. Because like it doesn't really do that. I do have like the magnified area 1. Maybe I need like magnified area 2. Any downside. Yeah, 10% S area damage. I don't want to do that. Anyway, like I said, this all needs min-maxing. Ghost Dust doesn't have any doobly-doos in it because I don't have enough room for it. Wind Dancer does because I did have room for it, and it just sort of stacked the stuff, so like Blind and Maim slows them down. Shark Regulation has Cannibalism and Clarity 1 on it. Can't afford Clarity 2 right now. But you'll see here, 19% more defenses while you have an endurance charge, which is crazy. But that basically means is 19% more invasion rating and energy shield whilst there is a endurance charge. And you saw how much I had endurance charges. Attrition is here. This is the one I haven't seen as a monk before. I don't know if it was just added or it's been there all along. I have no idea. But you have Culling Strike against rare and unique enemies that have been in your presence for a total of at least 28 seconds. This is qualitied up. That's usually 33, so now it's 28. And it's you deal 1% more hit damage to rare and unique enemies every 2 seconds they have been in your presence, up to 54%. So if I'm standing right next to a person that is like really pissing me off, let's say they've got like life regen or something, you know, like when a random rare mob's got like life regen, this means that like I stand next to them, and every 2 seconds up to 54. So 54 times 2. It's basically like if I'm fighting it for 2 minutes, I'll do 54% more damage. So really good for bosses in that regard. Skill tree. A little bit unusual because we're not doing any elemental, so we've avoided elemental, and again it hasn't been min-max. Like I don't like how we go around and then back across here. It may be more efficient to go down here and then get rid of all of these, doing the jewel. I don't know. I cannot get rid of this because this is Hollow Palm. Just a quick reminder for those who are not aware, Hollow Palm lets you use anything quarterstaff based without anything in your weapon slot. You get 1% more attack speed per 25 item evasion, and zero point 0.1 critical hit chance per 10 item energy shield. I can't really figure out, but it seems like it does or doesn't, depending on what's going on, if, like, any of these nodes, you see here this +2 to evasion rating, this basically doubles your evasion rating if you have an energy shield. If you have, like, an energy shield pure head, it will make it so that you've got, like, the same as a pure evasion head on, but, like, a double sort of value. So this head here, you'll see it's got both. So what this is doing is actually granting 260 evasion on top of 331 evasion that you've usually got there. What we usually do, and again, currency depending I would, is you would have an energy shield only head, and then that would just double that. So let's say that's 500 energy shield, it would then be 1,000 evasion just from that head. So I don't know, like, if it's better to be here or, like, maybe up here. Is this 12, 10, 12, 10, 10? That's 20. That'll be 32 to both. And then this down here, I didn't know that was there. I can probably nix that. Yeah, like, if I got rid of all of these, I could go up here. Probably going to do that right now. I didn't know I'd pick that one up. Sometimes I pick that up, like, during, like, you just get one level, you're in the middle of something, like, yeah, shove that here, I'll deal with it later. But yeah, this means that we can go back off these. We'll get 4. Oh, but I can't get up. What was I thinking? I was probably thinking over here, because this is 15 and then 100. Yes, I was going to get all of these, right? That's really annoying. Okay, there we go. That doesn't give us much ES, but we'll give it a try. Maybe come back to it later. Otherwise, I need to go up here. This is, like, usually a good spot for Monk. This one here, but I'm not there right now. What does this do? Like, we could put more into this. Oh, yeah, this is both. What's this one in the middle? 12, 12, 12, 12. I think it's actually we go in there. This should be huge. Yeah, look at that ES increase. Let's look at the evasion as well. That has gone up to 4.8. We have to do a quick check on mana. Yeah, still not that good on mana. So I came up here because what I really need is, like, mana efficiency, and this has mana efficiency in it. But there's also mana efficiency here, so I might, like, if I can find 2 points, I can fix mana, basically. If I leave this, I can go, like, across here, but it doesn't gain me anything because I'd have to have a point here. Do I need these? I kind of need these due to the... Actually, that one kind of, like, doesn't really matter. And that's only 10. Can I get rid of that safely? Something turned off. 113 decks. We have 110, so we need 3 decks. Okay. If I can take... I can't take any of the strength. decks available. Actually, would just like 5 decks fix me? Let's check that first. Can't be able to do the math, so I'll just look for a travel node. There's one. Yeah, that turned everything back on. See, I just need 5 more decks. Okay. Could go through here, and that would be 1 back. I don't think I can lose any int. I probably don't need that one. So I'm going to get rid of that. That lets us redex. Which wasn't the goal. That was the goal. Yeah, okay. We'll give that a go. Some of these are like, hey, you know, they're problems that will be fixed with like 2 more levels, but just the way that you end up existing, is that sometimes that doesn't work out. I would like, yeah, sure, that sounds fine. Like I said, I'm not juicing them or anything. I'm actually just trying to get to towers. I want hopefully another tower over here. Probably go get this one because I've put XP gain is in the middle here. Like over here somewhere. Yeah, in this tower age there is. Anyway, it's pre-recorded video. You can't stop me. I'm gonna go to that tower. Then once I've done that tower, I'm gonna do that tower. So what we got here. This will be Mineshaft with Delirium and a boss. Yeah, sounds good. Do it. So I'll have to double check the armor breaking. It should be still happening. That's one of the points I lost. Yeah, I'm still hearing like, like a clang noise when armor breaks, and I'm still hearing it, so we're fine. I had an idea. But it requires me to not be scrolling through my skills. Like, basically, is there any, like, red gem I don't need? Because it lowers my... That'll lower my strength requirement. Yeah, we can just get rid of that. Which means we can go down. Okay, cool. Give me a second. Already deloaded. Probably want another heft then. Do I have I don't have another heft. Okay, we'll just grab another heft. Yeah, cool. All right, we got heft. This means our strength requirement is 55, so we can do lower that. Grab one of these strengths, turn it into a dex. You see 62, 115. Yeah, that's fine. That leaves me with a passive 3, which we can put up here. Much better. I don't remember what the boss in this one will be. Would it be the Dread Engineer? If it is, you'll see how easy that is for this particular setup. I broke the Ogre Manor encounter like yesterday. I just ran through. I wanted to punch him in the face a little bit. So proximal tangibility is a problematic modifier because I need to get closer. And so if they have the explosion, that magma, like, crag or whatever, that makes it difficult. This is about to pop any second. There is. These guys, the Abyss, like, I don't know, like, boss people, I call them in my head. They're scary. That one's slowing me. Whatever that is, just drained my health. There's another one over here. Why are there so many? Is this the same one as, like, elsewhere? It just sort of teleported. They're just a nightmare for melee, because I need to get close to them. See, I almost died there. Oh, he came to me? Good. You can do that thing where you explode and revive yourself. That's the great one. Like, you get into abyssal depths, and then they got that, like, hey, I'm gonna explode when I die, and then revive myself. I hate crystalline barrier as well, because they just, like, they don't time out. You have to trigger them. Otherwise, they're just there forever. This is scary. Look at how fast they are. Wasn't this a problem like last league? People were like, hey, the mobs are too fast. Of course there's a pyramid head. There we go, they're dead. The theme for this build was, I guess, like Mantis Crab, right? Well, Mantis Crab, because of the rainbow coloring, you probably, like, add elemental damage. I just wanted to, like, avoid elemental, because I knew there was a build out there somewhere that didn't have elemental damage and had a monk. So many monks have, you know, they just, like, get stuck in this sort of elemental trap. Having said that, I am currently an Evoker. It's just like Ascendancy's tough, right? So we've got the crit chance and the ignoring of. There's a lot of good stuff in this, but the lower nodes here, like here, even to some extent here, aren't worth it for the current setup. So I might just be getting like the intermediaries, or I might switch to Chaos, but I don't really know. I might have picked up a crossbow. This sometimes happens. Yeah, I picked up a weapon. I don't... Like, I'm pushing some form of key combination, and then it just, like, equips a random weapon. It's like, nope. Must have blank hands. I can't wait to die here from some green stuff on the floor I can barely see. I haven't looked at trade sufficiently, but there is a unique I kind of want to try with this build that creates a smoke cloud around you, but it is a body slot unique, which means that, like, what are the benefits I get from my body armor wouldn't be there except for the ones that can be provided by the unique. So I would need to roll that unique quite high, like it would need to be 3-slot corrupted, or if you can do that, I don't know. Welcome to the Abyssal Depths. We've put green stuff on the floor that looks the same and does different things. Yay. No idea what that does. I'm not like, if I dash to them right now, like this, like all those green circles. Is this one of the ones that looks like a tree? Yeah. Like the tree guy, they hurt. You get close to them, they hurt. I don't really know why. Managed it. They died like, 10 seconds ago, and there still is bullshit around there. 69. I don't really know what tier that would be in, like, conventional map terms. But it's a bit higher. I think we're in, like, a radiated tower area right now. Doesn't really matter, because, you know, Abyssal Depth shows up, like, literally every single map these days. Been meaning to put Whirling Assault back into rotation. Like, get a skill gem, we'll give it a read. I won't craft one, but, like, I can read the description in the skill cut menu. None of these guys. It says Meteoric Demise, which I thought was, like, meteors spawn when it dies, and they do, but it's also casting meteors, so it's just really scary. I have a... don't have a skill gem. I do have a quality gem. Anything worth quality? Yeah, we'll quality Wind Dancer up. Why not? Remember I said about green stuff? Yeah, almost happened. Alright, this is the exit. So, we go around this side. Still haven't found the troves. Like, there's usually like quite a strong rare, and then a couple of abyssal troves. Unless I found them and I just walked past them. Might be over here. Yeah, probably up here. Okay, great. A horse guy's gonna kill me again? Nope. Where is he? There he is. And you heavy stunned and punched to death and die. It is kind of annoying because, like, the regular attack just makes like a wet slapping noise. It's like really weird. Oh, hello. You see, that's just bullshit. And like all that stuff on the ground would hurt me if I stood in it. There's two. That's what's going on. There's two teleporting, like, idiots. Thank you, most annoying monster in the entire map for 2 orbs. Oh, hi. You stop whatever the hell you're doing, please? Thank you. Yo! See? Happens every single time. I'm still down here? Did they just change that? Oh no, wait, the mine shaft is the regular. Abyssal depth shuts off. Get out of here. Feels bad to like leave a video off without completing the map, so I'll go ahead and do that, but that's basically the rest of the video is going to be redoing this map, so if you don't want to watch that, thanks for being around, but we'll continue with the map. Looks like the boss is probably this way. That might be a bit interesting, so we'll find that one next. Yeah, this looks like boss land. Maybe... here? Yes. Is the Dread Engineer. I don't know what they renamed her to and then him, but we'll see. Hello. Vorik. The Infernal Engineer. How are you enjoying being deaf, blinded, and frozen, armor broken, dazed, on fire? I'll take the jeweler orb, thank you. Alright, just the rare mob. Oh, there's delirium. So delirium's really fun because it's like mostly non-rare mobs, so they just explode. I bet the guy thought he was really cool with his like dive attack, but completely missed. I will punch you to death with my wet slapping noise. Well, apparently there's one over there. Oh, sprint, by the way? Beautiful. I know some people are complaining. They're like, oh, I die a lot. Don't sprint into battle. So, like, you're running over here and you're like, oh, there might be some mobs here. Single punch, you stop. Single punch, I stop. I'm not up to date on Delirium lore, but the whole like lore part of it seems to be like, you know, life's an illusion, stuff like that. I guess it's like the PoE equivalent of like, we're living in a simulation, nothing is real. So I find the existential dread of Delirium interesting. For those unaware, Delirium spreads outwards from the sort of area where you pick it up as a sort of rolling fog in a sort of vaguely donut shape. So you want to be moving to the outside of the map as much as possible, otherwise it will do the timeout. The timeout's inevitable in some maps just by the shape of the map and your traversal through it. You should check boss rooms, because they're usually large open spaces towards the edge of the map. Usually got a few goobers in them. There we go. We got Aya and a skill gem, which means we can just briefly read. Ooh, we can briefly read Whirling Assault. Here it is. No, there's no specials on that. So if you look at Vaulting Impact here, you'll see that the Shockwave applies Broken Stance to dazed enemies, and remember they're always dazed because I'm always dazing them. Broken Stance does, this was really complicated, which stores 5% of the pre-mitigation physical hit damage. So this is before defenses are taken into account. It stores 5% of that damage as magnitude. The inflictor's subsequent attack hits, by any means, will gain additional unscaled added physical magnitude equal to that damage. It's like damage storage. Enemies with Broken Stance cannot be dazed again. It doesn't really matter, though. Stance has done that, and I was like, cool. Do any of the non-elemental monk stuff have that? Answer is no. This does not. I don't want cold. I also don't want this because attack damage. Actually, that's kind of good attack damage. One I don't see used a lot is Frozen Locust, and I might honestly pick it up just for a little bit of like clear. Frozen Locust can just like create a bomb, and then if you move towards the bomb, it's good. People move towards the bomb. It's a bit like well, any of the sort of on-ground effects that most of the like mage classes have. There we go. Miss Brutus Bran. Oh. Okay. So if you've got like an aura minion, you'd be a good thing there. Anyway, I will leave off here. If you're interested in what I'm doing, make sure to subscribe, and maybe I'll put up a max roll. Who knows? Like I said, the build isn't min-maxed, so it's kind of a mess. Speak to you soon.